Hello to anyone who's watching. Obviously, from the title of the video, you can tell that this is just a guide to Soundwave. Reason I'm making this video is to try and inform everyone about what Soundwave's like, what you need to bring, how to prepare. Because if you know what you're doing before you go to the festival, obviously you're going to have a lot better time. I went there last year blind. I had no idea what it was like. Didn't have anyone I could ask. So I went on YouTube, looked for some videos, but there was nothing. So I was just thinking about this the other day, and I thought I'd make a video because Soundwave's around the corner. Well, not exactly around the corner, but it's not far away. It's only a few months away now. So yeah, let's just get right to it. I'll try and keep it as short as possible. Sorry for the shitty quality. I'm actually using a mic because the audio quality on my webcam is that bad. But anyway, what do you take to Soundwave? Well, you try and take as little as possible. The less you take, the better time you're going to have, less shit you can lose. If you take a backpack, you can take a backpack, but if you do take a backpack, it's not a good thing. You know, if it's hot, if you wanna go moshing and fucking right at the front right at the front, you don't want to be carrying a backpack around all day. That's just the bottom line. So try and take as little as possible. My mate brought a backpack last year. I went with him. And he was fucking sick of it by halfway through the festival. So just try not to bring a backpack. All I brought last year was my phone, wallet, no, not my wallet, phone, money, tickets, and a water bottle. That's all you need to bring, really. You can't really bring food in. I think if you bring a backpack, you can have one sandwich. But they have food stalls in there, so that's if I was you, I wouldn't bring food. Yeah, you'll be hungry. You'll be hungry, but it's better to just go without food and then just fucking pig out at Macca's on the way home. But anyway, I'll touch on that stuff later, I guess. Before you go, make sure you plan everything. Plan how you're getting there. Plan what you're taking. Plan what bands you're seeing. Have a look at the map. Just plan all these things. The day will just run a lot smoother. Then you'll just have a lot better time. It's just less panicking. So try and plan as well as you can. A couple nights before. But anyway, what time do you get there? Now, try and get there around 8 a.m. You can get there a lot earlier if you want, but if you get there a lot earlier, you'll probably be out of energy a lot quicker. You'll be tired. You don't want to be there waiting there in the cold at 6 in the morning. So try and get there a reasonable time, 8, 9, even 10 if you want to. That's probably pushing it a bit. But once you actually get there, the line is really big. So try and get a good spot in the line. I don't know if this happens every year, but once the line starts moving, it starts moving really quickly. Like once it started moving, I was in within 20 minutes, which was it worked out pretty good. And once you actually get through the gates, and then they search your backpack, take your ticket, whatever. Everyone kind of crowds around before they can actually go into the venue properly. They have it barriered off. Once they open those barriers, you'll see everyone run, and that is because they sell tickets for band signings. Now, what that is, bands do signings. They have signing tents, so bands will you take whatever you want there, and they'll fucking sign it for you. To get in that line, you have to buy a ticket right at the start of the day. If you don't buy one at the start of the day, they'll be sold out because they go quickly, especially for bands like if you want to bands like Pierce the Veil. Who signed last year? Pierce the Veil, All Time Low. Bands like that. It's more your pop punk bands and you probably your post hardcore bands like fucking Bring Me the Horizon, Of Mice and Men, Amity Affliction. Bands like that. Will do signings, not your bigger ones, not your Metallicas, not your Blink-182s. They don't do signings. Yeah, if you want to get a signing ticket, make sure you go there fucking early to get your ticket. Alright, now around the venue they have food stalls, alcohol, you can buy a beer, fucking piss, whatever you want to buy. They have dunnies, they have water, little water taps all around the venue, so if you take a bottle you can just fill them up anywhere you want, so that's not a problem. You don't have to buy water. I don't know if I said they have food stalls, but it's really expensive. I wouldn't buy food there. Like I said, I'd just have a big breakfast, have a big sleep before you go. Eat as much as you can in the morning on your way there, and then pig out after at Macca's. That's probably the best thing to do. You don't want to be paying $10 for a fucking burger. But yeah, as well as food stalls, they have rides there. I didn't actually go to any of those places. Like, I was first time, you know, I didn't know. I just went there purely for the music. Like, I didn't go there for the rides. Oh, you didn't go there for the rides, but I didn't go on any rides. I didn't really go to any shops, or I didn't go on any. Yeah, I didn't do anything besides watch bands pretty much. But everything like that is on the map. They have little logos on the map, and you'll know if you study the map for like fucking 10 minutes, you'll know where everything is. Um, so yeah, that's what they have there. What else is there? Now, all the bands you want to see, like I said, make sure you have all the bands you want to see planned out before you go there. That's better. Uh, and you know, obviously you'll work out straight away that the lesser known bands play first, and the headlining bands obviously play like towards the end of the night. Uh, so you know, if you one thing I'll just say right now, if you want to get a great spot for your band like Metallica, or a big band like Iron Maiden, or the headlining band, you have to get there. You have to go to main stage early in the morning. If you want to be right at the front, you have to go there right in the morning and then stay there for the rest of the day. That is the best thing to do if you want to be right at the front. Yeah, you'll have to sacrifice bands, but that's the decision you're gonna be making. I didn't do that. What I did was, you know, I saw all these other bands, and Blink 182 was playing. I went to Blink 182's set halfway through the day. Halfway through Blink 182's set. When I got there, I was about 2 football fields away from the fucking stage. Maybe 3, but I was so far away, I couldn't see them. The only way I could hear them was from like a beam, and they have like speakers on those beams for people like me that are right the fucking back. But yeah, that's what they are. That's what will happen if you don't go there early. Now, if you can get a lot closer to the stage if you're prepared to push and shove people. If you're not prepared to push and shove people, get there really fucking early and just stay there. Sacrifice the other bands if you wanna have a great spot. What I did was I pretty much just pushed my way through the crowd. I got to the barrier for Metallica, which is the main band I went there to see, kind of. But yeah, if you don't know what the D barrier is, it's inside the D barrier. It's a barrier around the stage, which is in the shape of a D, and inside the barrier, that's where all the moshing happens, kind of. Not necessarily for every band like Metallica or anything. There wasn't really a moshing for Metallica, but inside the D barrier for other bands, that's where like the more intense stuff happens. But outside the D barrier, the reason I have the barrier is so like the little kids can't, well, not little kids, but younger people don't have to go on the barrier, and they get separated from the moshes. But yeah, I got right on the barrier for Metallica. If you can get a decent spot if you're willing to push. Another thing is, if you end up close to the barrier, you can actually jump the barrier and get inside. You get in on the other side of the barrier. If security's not looking or something. I didn't try that because I was with 3 mates. My mates are fucking dopey, so they wouldn't have made it. So we couldn't do it. But yeah, that's what you want to do. Now, one thing I forgot to mention before is, you know, how you got your plan. If you plan the maps out, check where you've got spare time, where there's no band that you want to see playing. That's when you, if you want to buy food, that's when you go buy food. That's when you go have a piss, a shit, fill your water bottles up. You know, that's when you just chill for 45 minutes. Because most bands that aren't well known, like, you know, most bands play for 45-minute sets. So, you know, there's a lot of bands there. I didn't mention before, there's about 80 bands there. And, you know, in a day, you can probably only see about, if you watch full sets, you can probably only see about 8 full sets. Maybe 7. I'm not going to do the math, but I forgot. Another thing I forgot to mention is, if you forget to bring like a map or something, don't stress. They hand these out there. This is the Soundwave program. Inside is everything you need to know about the festival, map, timetable. It's got stuff on the bands. You know, it's got everything in there. Now, how to act at Soundwave. Don't be an asshole to people. If you're going to push and shove, I don't mean fucking literally push them to the ground. You know, just try and shove your way through. You know, if there's not many people there and you go pushing people over, they're going to fucking deck you. There's no doubt about it. And you don't want to get hit at Soundwave. That's just not what you want. Forgot my little fucking shit I want to say here. But yeah, you know, just don't be an asshole to people. Just act friendly. If someone falls over, you pick them up. You know, everyone works together usually to have a good time at Soundwave. That's the best thing about the festival. You know, there's not really many assholes there. Not many druggies either. I only saw one guy pass out from fucking Eckies or whatever. But yeah, if you're in the front 3 rows, I believe, of a band, they give you cups of water if you look dehydrated, or they spray you with a fucking hose, which I thought was cool, especially for the metal bands. They do that. But yeah, that's pretty much the basics. The headlining bands, their sets probably go for 2 hours, 2.5 hours. So you have to be prepared to stand for that long. Another thing that really pisses me off is a lot of other bands I wanted to see. They also played at the same time as Metallica. Metallica's my favorite band. Obviously, I think I said I went there mainly for them. A lot of other bands played at the same time that they did, which pissed me off. So if you want to see a headlining band like Metallica or something, you have to be willing to sacrifice other bands. I already said that previously. But yeah, the main thing of Soundwave is, just go prepared. Don't be an asshole to people. Stay hydrated. Have a good breakfast. And yeah, you'll have a good time. The less stress, the better. So, when you leave, like I already said, but make sure you have a plan how you leave, like how you get home. You don't want to be stuck in the city at fucking, 12 o'clock, 1 in the morning. So when you leave, just go pee out at Macca's and then go home. That's it, man. That's it, guys. Just don't hurt anyone. Don't take people's shit. And that's it. If you have any questions, just message me. If I didn't cover everything, if you still got any questions, just message me or leave a comment. I'll be happy to answer it. So I hope this helped a lot of people out there. So yeah, thanks for watching.